Yo, 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 yo. Mr. NiiMer is back. Mr. NiiMer is back. Mr. NiiMer is back. Um, Hello everyone watching. My name again is Mr. NiiMer, MrNiI, or you can call me NiiMer, Niimer. Um, Today on this video, I actually want to talk about something that I've been seeing on the internet, and it has actually been worrying me. This thing is really, really worrying me. So, anybody out there, if you are using Windows 10, if you are using Windows 11 on a PC, not anyone using a Mac. I don't know if this problem is prevalent on a Mac. I don't know if it's prevalent on a Linux, but this is something I'm always going through when I'm using a Windows PC. When I go to work, I use a Mac. So I haven't really noticed this, but I am someone that I'm a Windows fanboy. I love Windows. I love how I can go into Windows and then feature things, change things to the way that I actually want it. So I prefer using a Windows machine. Now, this is a problem with my Windows machine. I can literally have, okay, so fine. The hard drive that I'm using with my Windows machine isn't that big, but I love the drive because of the speed. It's a 256 gig. Let me see if I can pull it up. So if you don't know this, you can actually go into your tax manager on your PC, and then on the left part there's a pane there where you have various options. So you have various options for processes, performance, app history, startup apps, users, and all that kind of stuff. So go to the part where it says performance. So this is on any Windows machine. Any Windows machine that you have, if you go to tax manager, or if you right click on the tax bar and then select tax manager, or if you press the control shift escape key, it will bring up your tax manager. Now, when you go there, it will list all your hardware. So it will list your CPU for you. It will list your memory. It will list your various disks. It will list your Wi-Fi or your network connectivity, and then it will list your GPU too as well, right? So the drive that I'm using for my main drive C is a Kingston, um, something. This is the code name for it. I don't know, but it's a Kingston, and then it will give you like the capacity and everything on here. So this is my capacity. And fine, I know it's very small, but this isn't the actual capacity though. But I know it's very small, but I still love it that way. Why? Because it's very, very fast. The drive is very, very fast. Now, one thing I've noticed with Windows is you can wake up one day, switch on your machine, and then it will have maybe like 10 gig of space. And then maybe you connect to the internet, do a bunch of things. You don't even do any download, so you just do a bunch of things, and then by the time you notice, your drive is now like maybe at 1.2 or 1 gig, and then you notice your drive is at 800 megabytes, and then you notice your drive is like 500 megabytes, and then later you just notice that your drive is zero. Now when this happens, most of the things that you'll be doing on your machine goes to a halt. I am someone, I use my machine for statistics and then data analysis and all that kind of stuff. So my Excel is always open, functions are always running, and then I always run into this problem where I will start running a function in my Excel for it to maybe pull data from various Excel files or various Excel sheets or workbooks, and then I'll get this error. So it takes me back to this should I say Google thing that you are seeing here. So I saw this on the internet. I've seen it maybe like 3 or 4 times on the internet, and then this time I actually saw it and I was like, nah, let me download it and then actually come and talk about it here. So this here says Google quietly installed a 4 gig AI on your computer. No notification, no permission. Over a billion devices already have it. 7 moves to take your data back. Now the reason I'm saying this is I use Google Chrome as my main browser. I have Firefox, like as you can see down here. I have Chrome, I have Firefox, I have Edge, but these are the two main ones. I use Firefox for work and then Chrome for my personal things. Now I've noticed that anytime I open my Chrome, it just takes like maybe a gig or two of whatever I'm doing, and then the moment I am done using Chrome and then I close it, I get that space back. But again, it takes me back to the whole Windows thing. Sometimes I'm literally not even doing any browsing, and then like I said, I might have maybe like 10 gig of space, and then I'll just notice that maybe 5 gig is gone, and then maybe over the coming week or maybe the couple of weeks coming, you see that that 5 gig dwindles down to maybe a 4, and then to a 3, and then maybe a 2, and then a 1, and then all of a sudden I'll be using my machine for something important, and then it's now on the 0. So I saw this and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is maybe one of the things taking back my space. So let's just go through it. Now, this on its own, like when it comes to privacy issues, is way bad. Like Google can do better. Google should do better. This is way bad. But again, this is how you can actually go through the process to take everything back. Now I saw this. This is actually pictures from an account. The account is Tech in 24 hours. So if you're on Instagram, follow them. Tech in 24 hours. I saw this and I downloaded the pictures and I was like, I'll talk about it. So the first thing you're supposed to do is to kill the built-in AI. So what you do is you find Chrome // flags, and then when you go to the flags on Chrome, you now search for optimization guide, and then you disable it and then restart. Now, if you don't know Chrome flags, Chrome flags is actually features that are built into Google Chrome that are not official yet. So these are features that you can add or remove in Google Chrome, and then it also contains some features that are not officially out or not officially um, out there for users to use, but you can actually use Chrome flags. So if you don't know this, almost every software out there has inbuilt features that sometimes they are testing, sometimes they haven't made it official, but you can actually have a whole bunch of ways and means to get access to these things. A prime example is when you're using Android, and then you go to your about phone, and then it displays your Android version for you, or under about phone you go to where your Android version is, and then I think you have to tap it like maybe 10 times or 7 times or so, and then it opens the developer menu for you. So inside the developer menu you can go in there and then enable and then disable things. This is exactly the same thing for Google Chrome. So when you go to Google Chrome, in your address bar you just type Chrome, and then colon // flags, and then you press enter, and then it will take you to Google Chrome flags. Now you go in there and then you go through this, as in optimize. You search for this optimization guide, and then you disable it, and then you restart Chrome, and then you are supposed to go into your Google Chrome folder and then search for this. So opt guide on device model, and then you actually have to delete that folder. So it is that folder that is kind of like the storage or the base for the AI. Now, I was actually curious about the inbuilt AI, so I actually used Google Chrome itself to go and search for it. So I went into Google Chrome, I went into their AI mode. So these are all the tabs that I have open. So that's why I said. So I was actually thinking, is this up here? So in your Google Chrome browser, when you look to the top right, you see there's an Ask Gemini button there. So I was thinking, okay, maybe this is the AI model. So I was like, okay, Google downloading AI model into your PC. I just typed this into Gemini, and then Gemini said, yes, Google Chrome automatically downloads a roughly 4 gig on-device AI model called Gemini Nano onto eligible computers without a direct prompt. This file is named wait.bin and sits inside the opt guide on device model. So the folder that I talked about. So opt guide device model folder. It is used to run local features like writing tools and scam protection offline. So they are saying this is offline. Now again, the reason why I mentioned privacy was that at least you should have gotten a prompt or something that was saying, oh, this is an option for you to download. Would you like to download it or not? But just because you use rising tools and then scam protection and all that kind of stuff, all those safety features. So scam protection will be a safety feature, and then writing tools will be a feature that you'll be using inside the app itself, inside Google Chrome itself. At least you should have gotten like a prompt. So now it says what the model does. So it powers local tools like scam detection, like I said, and then text writing aids. It runs completely on your computer hardware instead of sending private data to the cloud. And then it takes up about 4 gig of local storage space on your hard drive. So these are the options that, or these are the things that the model does. Now it says how to remove and then stop the download. So this is a way to stop it. Now the other one that we were talking about is also a way to stop it. But I think from comparing the two, I think this one, so the one we are looking at right now, is kind of like the early beginnings of um the model being downloaded onto your PC, and then this what Gemini is giving me here is like the latter part, as in Google has actually made this a feature inside the Chrome browser that you can actually turn on and turn off. So with the first option, like I said, you search for Chrome flags, you search for optimized guide, and then you disable and then restart. So I did that here. So now when you come here, so like I said, this is how it works. You come into the browser and then you type Chrome colon forward slash flags, and then the flags will give you this. So let's do it. So flags will now give you this. So all of these, all of these are features inside the Google Chrome browser. So all of these, I wish, yeah, let me make it bigger so everyone can see. So all of these are features inside the Google Chrome browser that you can either disable or enable. Some of the features are new, some of the features are old. So it will actually give you the version here. So it says experiment. So warning, experimental features ahead. By enabling these features, you could lose browser data and compromise your security or privacy. Enabled features apply to all users of this browser. If you are an enterprise admin, you should not be using these flags in production, right? So this is kind of like features. So interested in cool new features, try our beta channel. Interested in cool new features, try our dev channel. So these are literally available features and then unavailable features. So these are unavailable features that says not on your platform, and then available features. So now you go to Google Chrome. So Chrome colon forward slash flags, and then you search for what it is. So when you search, it gives you these options. It gives you these three options. So enable optimization guide debug logs. So this says enable the optimization guide to log and then save debug messages that can be shown in internal pages. Okay. So it is already disabled here. So you can either enable or disable. And then there's the enables optimization guide on device. So it says enable the optimization guide to execute models on device. So this is the actual option. So this you can see that it's default. You can either enable bypass requirement for small model and then disable it. So you are supposed to come here on disable. So if you disable it, it's actually going to delete it. Now there's another way to, but so I don't want to disable it. And then there's the enabling of the device optimization guide dog food login. So if this client is a Google internal dog food client, so I don't think this, so this is already disabled. So this is how per tech in 24 hours, this is what you can do. Now when you disable it, you have to restart Chrome. So you just close Chrome and then open Chrome again, and then you can delete optimization guide device model from your, so you now have to go and search for this folder in your local. So from there you have to, so privacy, these are the privacy settings. So you now have to block your camera and then mic by default. So you go to Chrome settings, privacy and security, site settings, and then camera, and then don't allow, and then same, you do the same for your microphone. So Chrome grants both by default. This makes everything or every site ask first instead. So this means that when you have Google Chrome, what it normally does is it will enable access to your camera and then your microphone by default. But then when you go through this and then you select do not allow or don't allow, now websites will have to actually ask for permission to your browsers or to your microphone and then to your camera. So this is another privacy thing that you can try on your machine. I've already done that. So me, every time, even if a website has to send me a notification, I'll actually ask for the permission before they get access to even send me a notification. So there's that. And then the third one to do is clean out old Chrome extensions. So if you have any Chrome extensions, go in there and then check out all your Chrome extensions, the ones that you don't use, delete them and all that kind of stuff. The fourth one is to stop Chrome from reporting your browsing. So again, this is also a very common privacy thing that most apps and then software and then browsers and everything does. Like whilst you are even with Windows itself, it will ask you this, that do you want it to send data back to whoever the creator was, so that they get to know, okay, how to fine tune things and then how to help certain things run better and all that kind of stuff. So you can go in here. So you go to Google Chrome settings, you and Google, turn off uh, mix searches and browsing data, or browsing better. So sorry. So you say Google, turn off make searches and browsing better. Then you then go to privacy and security and then turn off help improve Chrome features. So these will actually stop your Google Chrome browser from sending data back to Google. So now in the browser itself, this is the first way. Now the second way to actually go about this, which the AI itself, Gemini was like, okay, this is how best you can do things, is you open Chrome and then you click on the three dots menu. So you click on the three dots menu and then you go to settings. Now under settings, this is my email address. Nobody out there should try and hack it. I have everything like tip top and everything, so don't even try. So now you come here and then you scroll all the way down the left button, then you go to system. So this is what it says. So you go to settings, select system, and then you find the setting labeled on device AI and then turn it off. So you come to set system and then this is it. So on device AI, you click this and then you turn it off. Now when you turn it off, the Gemini is saying it will actually delete. So toggling this off forces Chrome to delete the 4 gig file automatically, so it stops using your space. So you can actually do this to save a whole bunch of space out there. So anybody out there, if again this whole thing started from the Windows problem of it's eating into my storage space, but then I saw that it was a very important thing when it comes to privacy, and then also saw it as something that was taking out your space if you are using your Windows machine. So I decided to bring it to you guys out there. Now with the other things, so these are the other things. Now when you go to settings, like again, so you right click or you go to the top right corner, you click on the three dot menu icon there, you go to settings, and then inside settings, the first thing that it talked about was what was it? So privacy and security. So under privacy and security, Google asks you if you want to take a privacy guide. No, we don't want to. You can also choose to do a safety check. We don't want to do that too as well. So now you can go to site settings. So now under site settings, you can see your location, camera, microphone, notifications, and then all that. So you can go to microphone and then you can choose the various microphones that you have. So I have a bunch of microphones here, and then when you choose them, you come to so the default behavior. So sites automatically follow this setting when you visit them. So sites can ask to use your microphone or don't allow sites to use your microphone. Features that need a microphone won't work. So now when you select this, it won't even ask. It's just going to tell the website or wherever that you visited that they don't have access to. But at least this one will ask, because obviously there are sometimes certain website that you definitely need to use your microphone, especially if you are using like Zoom or something. So there's this, and then these are the various sites that have access to my microphone. So you can do that with your location too as well. So the location also, do not allow sites to see your location. Collapse all requests in this address bar, and then collapse unwanted and all that kind of stuff. So you can select all the various options here. So again, it's a settings, and then when you come to settings, you go to the top left, and then you go to privacy, and then security. Now under privacy and security too, you can also go to security, and then turn on safe browsing. So safe browsing, there's standard protection, there's no protection, and then there's enhanced protection. And then from there, um, there are other options too as well. But the one that we talked about was okay. So so under settings system menu, manage system. So the other one is Chrome settings, you and Google, and then turn off mixed searches and then privacy, and then turn. So you and Google under settings. So settings. Where do you find you and Google? I don't think there's any you and Google. I've never seen a you and Google thing anywhere. Okay, this is you and Google. Okay, okay, this is you and Google, and then you and Google. Where's there? There are no options here. Okay, so these are the ways and the means that you can actually turn this whole thing off. Now I know this video is very long, but again, this is a step-by-step thing, so you have to take your time and then go through it. But anybody who has gotten this far, thank you. Thanks for watching. Like always, like, subscribe, share, comment to us well, and then let me know where you are watching from and then how this helped you. Till the next time. Bye bye.